Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of the Senate Shorts. Oh Lord, the glasses are off. I'm your host, Neil. I'm your host, Neil. He's your host, Derek.
Yeah.
And together, we are here with another shortened version of the Senate podcast. Now, you're liking the content, you're disliking the content, like, comment, share, subscribe. Dislike, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. The most important word I just said and all of what I just said is share. Share the content, whether you agree with us or disagree with us, because some way, somehow, we must have the conversation going. And whether it's pushback or it is an agreement, let us get the conversation going. Now, my brother, you put on the glasses. That means that there's some reading to go. And usually, based on the track record, when you put on these glasses, it might not be so good for your boy. So,
yeah, just may not. This is one of the weird and wacky ones out there. You know, we cover the weird and wacky on this channel very, very often.
Right.
A lot of times it's relationship stuff. Sometimes it's not relationship stuff. Then other times it's, Lord knows whatever it is.
Wellness.
So you ready, my brother?
I hope so.
Okay. Here we go. Ex-lover who hid Sherri Papini for 22 days is revealed as a 37-year-old sports shop worker who helped her escape her abusive husband in Costa Mesa apartment in her own room with boarded up windows as he slept on the couch. All right.
I'm holding on.
Right, so we got these bullet points from it, right?
Okay.
Let's see if bullet points covers everything, and then we can see if we get into the whole article, right?
All right.
Sherri Papini was arrested this week on suspicion of lying about her 2016 disappearance in California. Hang in, my brother, hang in. The mother of two told cops she spent 2 weeks in captivity, beaten and starved by two Hispanic women. But authorities say she was hiding out with her ex-boyfriend.
Why Hispanic women?
At least you're a black man.
I was just about to say, a bloody black man. I was literally
At least we can get this one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that we would do. Like, if it was a robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean.
You're bet you with that. I like the equality angle though. The women. I like that.
All right. DailyMail.com can reveal that the ex is James Reyes, 37, a sports shop worker. Reyes was told by P that her husband Keith was abusing her and she needed to escape. Reyes said the pair spent 3 weeks hiding out at his apartment in Costa Mesa and helped her fabricate the injuries she had when she returned home. Reyes also admitted to dropping Papini off by the roadside in Woodland when her twisted plot came to an end. Male DNA found on Papini's underwear led cops to Reyes' father, and the 37-year-old confessed to his role in the deception when confronted. Papini maintained her story about being kidnapped when FBI investigators confronted. Then we got a picture of the ex-boyfriend here who hid California's supermom, Sherri Papini, for 22 days. Right?
What makes her a supermom? I see that term thrown around a lot. What makes somebody a supermom?
I really can't say it. I really don't know.
Is there such a term as super dad? I don't. And these are genuine questions, by the way. These are genuine questions. No, I'm so serious. No,
there may be genuine questions, but we know your answer to some of these things, right?
Very well.
Right. Papini, 39, was arrested on Thursday night on suspicion of staging her 2016 kidnapping. It was a case that gripped America. A healthy young mother vanishing after going out for a run near her suburban home in Redding, California. She reappeared battered and bruised 3 weeks later and told police she had been kidnapped by two Hispanic women. Reyes used to live in Costa Mesa, California, collected the mom of two in a rental car on the day she vanished after spending weeks exchanging flirty texts with her. You see the little action coming in here now.
Of course.
Reyes said the pair spent 3 weeks hiding out at his apartment in Costa Mesa and helped her fabricate the injuries she had when she returned home, including a brand on her shoulder. Girlfriend went all in.
That's commitment. Commitment to the role. It's called that's method acting for those of you that are not
for your art, man. They like it. Right? Reyes also admitted to dropping Papini off by the roadside, right? Right, we had all this. Yes, an athletic store worker Reyes told police that he believed Papini to be in an abusive relationship and drove to her hometown of Redding to pick her up after she asked for help to get away. We got a picture with her and her husband Keith. According to the indictment, Reyes told police that Papini caused self-inflicted injuries while staying with him, including hitting herself to create bruises and burning herself on her arms. Girlfriend is all out. Reyes even admitted to helping her create some of the injuries, although he says he never laid his hands on her directly.
He just liked the cigarette.
For example, she told him to shoot her in the leg with a pellet gun. He said he did not help Papini burn her arm. That was self-inflicted. I didn't burn anything on her arm there. He went as far as to say he was confused by Papini injuring herself and told police, there's not too many people that come up and say, hurt me. I am not physical ever with women. I mean, I just don't. Papini did not start creating injuries on herself until close to the time she decided to leave Reyes and go back home. The indictment said, adding that she had initially planned to stay with him for a longer period of time.
Miss your children, right? Supermom is what they say.
Supermom.
Okay.
At one point, Papini told Reyes to order a wood burning tool from Hobby Lobby to brand her. Using cash. Using cash to make the purchase. He said Papini was aware of the news stories about her disappearance by this point and did not want people to see her, so he went to Hobby Lobby alone.
Of course.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
According to the indictment, Reyes explained that Papini was a good friend and she had asked him for help. Told him that her husband was beating her, taking advantage of her sexually, and she was trying to escape. She told her ex that she had filed police reports, but the police were not doing anything to stop her husband's abuse. Reyes said he and Sherri had known each other since they were 13 or 14 years old and had a long history together as friends. The two also had a romantic relationship and had previously been engaged. You need to watch Gone Girl. Reyes said Sherri reached out to him out of the blue and that they had not spoken in a long time because she got married, she had kids. Neil, let me stop right there. Let me get further with this, with you reading this, because it's a lot, right?
I got a lot of questions, but you go ahead.
So, when you watch Gone Girl, the similarities between Gone Girl, which interestingly enough, let me just do a quick Google search, because I'm pretty sure Gone Girl came out in 2015.
2015? That long ago?
Actually, 2014 it came out. Gone Girl came out in 2014. This kidnapping occurred in 2016. And from what you're hearing here, it's all like life imitating art.
Yeah.
Some of the things that this lady would have done in terms of these self-inflicted bruises and all that is very, very Gone Girl. Sting with an X is very, very Gone Girl. I don't want you too much of it because I still want you to watch this movie. But it is very, we know it's manipulative. Like, first thing, manipulation out the wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, fellas, if your ex calls you out to the blue, she married, she got a man, whatever, that's the situation, and she wants you to get help for her, call the police.
Call the battered women's hotline, call a pastor, there's so many different places and authorities you can call. Don't take on this job.
Check it. Don't do it, but check it. But she said that had some flirty texts in there first. They had a relationship from 13, 14. They used to be engaged. All of those things she played on and prayed on to get my man Reyes to come into this thing. Right? Fellas, you see this Superman thing? Trying to save these damsels in distress. And you gotta scoop she up off a railroad track, tie down to a rail. Don't do this. Don't do this. Because guess what? We might Reyes got a hold some time because you is deception. You complicit. You complicit in the crime and obstructing justice. Trying to find out who did this crime or whatever, whilst implicating the husband, who apparently was none the wiser that this thing was a ruse. He just figured out he was gone.
Like, I got so many questions. Here's no, you did a very good job of reading that article and stuff like that, but I do have a confused, right? The article did say that she's a super mom.
Yeah.
And they said, you know, she said that the husband was taking advantage of her both physically and sexually.
Yeah.
She blamed the whole incident on 2 Mexican women. And she enlisted the help of an ex-lover. What's the truth? The truth is she just wanted a vacation. I understand. She just wanted time off. So the husband was not being abusive.
No.
No.
Doesn't seem that way.
The husband wasn't being abusive, and there was no 2 Mexican women kidnapping her and beating her and branding her and burning her.
Yeah.
Good.
So it seems that way.
So we can surmise that she was unhappy with her life as a super mom.
Yeah.
Because one thing that is missing in all this is that there are children involved. So she is essentially for 3 weeks neglecting her motherly duties as a super mom to burn herself and to ask her ex-lover to shoot she in the foot with a pellet gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's why I asked very early on. All right, so it was a bit facetious. All right, y'all caught me about being a super mom. Because as you come up with all these machinations, right? Nothing in your life. No, I'm not saying that you're happy in your marriage, in your life. But if the man ain't doing you nothing, right? Physically, sexually, the man ain't doing you nothing. You got children and you are a super mom by the report of this article. And you somehow find it amongst yourself to have racy flirting text with an ex-lover and manipulate the situation for the man to shack you up, kidnap you for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks. And then you gonna come and talk about how one the husband was, well, to get through the door of his apartment, you was telling him the husband doing XYZ to you. Obviously the man was engaged, so you know manipulate the situation there. But you ain't even bold enough to come out and say when caught that, you know, my husband is indeed doing X, Y, and Z for me. Because you know full well, you ain't got the heart for it. As much as you committed to the burning and the shooting in the leg and thing, you ain't got the heart to really tell lies.
Well, Neil, before we get on that road, I know you had other information on this, right?
Oh no.
This just in. Shout out my guy Justin Marvel, right? This just in. You ready, my brother?
Oh dear.
Because, you know, the old people say there's more than a peso.
Mm-hmm.
This one is from the New York Post. That article just not from the Daily Mail. This is from the New York Post. Sherri Papini, husband, allegedly paid off credit cards with $49,000 donated to kidnapping hoax. Sherri Papini's once sympathetic tale grows more loathsome with each passing day. You with me, my brother?
Barely.
Are you sure?
The California supermom didn't just fake her own abduction. Papini and her husband Keith also allegedly used nearly $50,000 donated toward the effort to find her to pay off their credit cards instead, according to authorities. Papini was arrested Thursday on charges she staged her own 2016 kidnapping, a shocking 3-week disappearance that generated international headlines and an outpouring of public support. Federal prosecutors in California also claim in court papers Papini used $49,070 donated through the Bring Sherri Home Safe GoFundMe page. I mean, this is gone, girls. Toward credit card debt and other personal expenses. It appears her husband Keith and an unnamed ex-boyfriend were at least aware of her ruse.
Wait. So time out. So so everybody complicit in this.
It seems that way.
Man, what the?
It seems that way. This is a 3-ring circus.
What the? So Keith, you know me, I'm into film, so I like telling stories. You know?
Yes.
So babe, got a lot of that here. Yeah, man. The people looking to foreclose, the people looking to put me in court and thing, boy, what we gonna do? I got it. You still close?
This is the plan.
You still good with Luis? We name Luis? That we name? James. Right. You know, Reyes still cool? I mean, I here in a little while, but cool. All right, this is what to do, right? Message you up and thing, you little flirty, racy text and thing, but then say lashing you, right? You put in hands for you, right? And that you really want to get away from me. So, let man kidnap you. You could say obviously 2 Mexican women do it because, you know, we kidnap with the Mexicans. Yeah, we kidnap with the Mexicans. And yeah, you could chill out there. But we can stand out there for about a month or 2. And then you
will
will,
to
yeah,
raise enough
yeah,
money.
yeah, raise enough money and thing I come home, right? But babe, you sure he can go along with that? Man, look, if you say he trust me, he the man want marry you. Remember when they horn? You remember when they horn he? Do you? Remember when they horn he? He still tap. All right. Fast forward to 3 weeks. I let him miss my children, yeah. Now this burning thing is so cool. Keith, I walk about home. My girl, we got $50,000. You crazy or what? We can make some money off of this thing. This only enough to cover the credit cards. You hear me tell you, I miss the children. I mean, I guess they want feeding and thing like that. I don't really check for them. Because you know we men don't check for children.
Yeah,
we check for them or whatever.
We don't do that at all.
Wanna just, no, here's the thing, you know. No, that is my brother. My brother. I love this man. Right? No homo, but I love this man. Right? He want me to watch Gone Girl. This short hair, no safari, we about 20 minutes, this about 17 minutes into it. And I've had enough. He want me to sit down and watch 2 hours of this here?
Yes.
My man. Yo.
Yes.
This is insane. This is insane that you will go to such lengths. You will tell so many lies. You can put so many different people in so many different problems. Suppose the police are saying, suppose my man, Reyes or Reyes or whatever he name. Reyes. Suppose my man Reyes was the type of man to say, what he do what? That he do what? Again, see Keith about this here, man.
Yeah.
I really meant to deal with the justice of this thing, or that's an extreme. Let's say he went to a police officer or the police station and say, you know what, I have it on good authority that this man beating this woman. The police went and lock up poor Keith. Like, I don't know if I could dispense any information here, because if you make bad decisions with your money, own up to that. Do not enlist an ex-lover. Do not kidnap yourself. Do not accuse 2 small, innocent Mexican women about this thing. Because think about the fallout. You going on TV every day, you having campaigns saying we trying to find this woman, and this woman said 2 Mexican women kidnapped me and all sorts of things. Now people say down yet Mexican women.
And put up description too, you know. Man. Put up description. There is a description they shoot. They got a photo and everything, and they do Mexican women. Well, what is it called? The drawing?
Artist rendering.
The artist rendering, right? They got so all of that going into this whole rules, and all because, you know, as you say, you make bad decisions with your money, and now you want other people to pay for it. You know, what's our accountability? Shoot, between you, the husband, the ex-boyfriend, it's just too much.
And when I got children, you realize all throughout these 2 articles they talk about supermom. What is a supermom? Because this woman ain't in it.
Is she in check for your children in 3 weeks?
In 3 weeks.
She in check for your children in 3 weeks. But they were saying, no, that's what she was making sure she could pay them, right? That she could get money to take care of them, right?
Oh, Jesus, swept. So you can kidnap and burn yourself and tell lies to pay for your children. How about this? This is not no. Bear with me, Derek. This is another thing. How about you work?
There is a real fancy idea.
Whoa. Guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, that's where we are, Neil. And it just shows how people are so quick to be like, oh, Kadir. People like a good Kadir story. A couple months ago, that there was a story of a girl who went on. She can't remember the thing, but it was her and some children. GoFundMe, $200,000 before you blink good, right? Shoot, here in Barbados, we had our own situation where we see all the time. Somebody comes to mediate a crime, or they want help with these children or whatever. Bram, you get a house. You know what I mean? People come with the outpouring of generosity and stuff like that to help you. Sometimes we gotta be a little bit, we gotta pause a little bit, as opposed to just rushing to help out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta say, you know what? Let me let these people be responsible for their own decisions. Don't get me wrong, I ain't saying be harsh if somebody is in genuine need.
I mean,
if somebody's in genuine need, that's a difference. Because now these 3 of these, however they do calculations, who in it, who ain't in it, the 3 of them together were no good to make bad for people who may genuinely need assistance. also consider the racial part of it. As you said, Neil, you implicate two Hispanic women. Suppose people decide they can start beating all Hispanic women in the street.
And look different that the women. So, you know, as always, the men are worse than the women in any society. So if the women doing these sort of things, what the men can be doing? So let's look down, and especially in these times when racial tensions are such a
so, exactly. You know, sometimes we gotta be a little bit more careful in terms of the stuff we put out there, and we gotta take accountability and deal with the fallout of our bad decisions. That's it for me, Neil.
Yeah, I mean, this is well to add to what you just said about the racial component and for things you put out there and being so quick to want to be sympathetic to causes and everything. That think about your children. No, the children ain't got nobody. At least for a little bit of time. They have no one.
Everybody going up.
Everybody going up. Everybody know has been a part of this ruse. The children know are the ones that suffer. So they were not thinking about the children at all. I refuse to believe. I know some people believe you should do anything for children, and you know, if this is what you gotta do with this, what you gotta do. But
this ain't it.
This ain't it. Because now your children don't have parents. Your children know got to do without parents for a while. All because when I want to pay off $49,000 in credit card debt. What is when I buy $40,000 in credit card debt? I want to ring it up. So
yeah,
I want to go kidnap and do us. And what sort of credit card companies that they coming at you for sideways that you go get kidnap yourself and burn yourself and tell lies about 2 Mexican women and all sorts of things? Oh, nah, man. Do better. Do better.
Well, this has been another Shed Short. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to make sure that you do not miss any of the content we got coming for you. We can see you guys again very, very soon.
The contaminated environment in the tutus about that.
And this is not a glowing indictment for me to watch Gone Girl.
Watch it, dog. Watch it.